Friends, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the Curvy E Chronicles. My name is Courtney and I am so glad you're here. Today we are going to be doing my quarter two savings slash sinking funds update and see how much we have saved over the last 3 months. So let's do it. Okay, so I took the liberty of pre-writing everything out this time. I don't even remember what I did in my last one, but I know I wanted to pre-write everything out just so that we're prepared. And let's real quick take a look back at our quarter one savings. Pull that out. So, of course, I forgot to write the totals on here. We started at zero in a lot of these accounts because I started my zero-based budget at the beginning of January, and then I started my channel in February. So all of this had been in the green, positive. Now, as we're 6 months into this, things are going to change some because what are sinking funds for but to be used for something to spend them on? So the numbers are going to change a smidge, and that's okay. We are going to use our green and red pens to delineate what those changes are. And we're going to go through what we've saved. Okay, so we're going to start with let me zoom you in. We are going to start with our online accounts first because those are the ones, and I do tilt because I am a tilted writer, so if that drives you crazy, I'm sorry. And I'm also going to apologize. They are they're baling hay in the field around our house. There's a farm lease around our house, so if you can hear the baler, I do apologize. It is just that time of year. So we are going to run through our online accounts first. One huge difference is that we did add in propane and Hushin or Cody's Hobbies account, hunting and fishing. And so those both did start at zero. And we are going to list those in here as well. You now see me track almost these this small section, I do track now in our online transfers binder with Prop Cash, because we are not adding to house and emergency at the moment because we are focused on debt payoff. I'm not too worried. So let's dive right in, starting it off with a bang. So house account is now at $2,000. Reason for this is we did have to pay propane and it came back a lot higher than I was expecting. So I did borrow money from that house account to cover that expense. And now that is why we now have a propane sinking fund because it always sneaks up on me and I'm never ready. So that's why we're trying to prepare, but we did take $1,000 out and then we did have to this has been a few months ago. So if I recall, we did do some we had to purchase something for our house. We do rent our house. However, we do pay for upgrades because our rent is very inexpensive. So if things need fixed, we fix them. It's not that big a deal. Our emergency fund has stayed the same, which I'm really happy with. We haven't had to touch it. Though you'll see in my debt update, we probably should have used it versus our credit card, but that'll be in another video. Stay tuned. Exciting as we've seen, Christmas is now up to $675. I do have a goal of $1,000 by December, just for all the fun things, outings, Christmas gifts, decorations, which we shouldn't need anymore, but I do kind of sometimes like to add in new Christmas lights every year. Car maintenance did take a hit, but that is what it's for. Car maintenance is now at $130. But that did cover, and this is the first time I've not had to panic over paying our registration on all of our vehicles. And I still have one to pay out of this, so this will be less. But once we pay that from here on out, it will hopefully just continue to gain unless we need any sort of major repair. Propane, which is a new category. This one is sitting at $75. And as you've probably seen, I am putting the actual accounts and balances on the screen here from screenshots from my checking account, my savings accounts. just to show you, I think the only one I forgot to screenshot was my husband's hobbies account, but that's okay. It also is at 75, which is great. He will probably be spending that here soon because hunting season is fastly approaching. So anyway, those two are new. The account for him has always been there. We just haven't always put money into it. So now we're actually putting money into both of those. So, feeling pretty good about that. I think we're just going to keep maintaining $25 a week. That's really fair. Propane, I'm probably going to have to start really being diligent about that and probably dumping more toward that. But for right now, I feel like we're on a good path. Next up is Claire. And then, in my online account, we are doing a preschool challenge. Well, that preschool challenge is just going into her savings. So right now, on top of the funds she already had in there and what we've added in for preschool, we have $1,215 in there. And then we go to Clayton's, and his did take a small decrease. I did have to borrow some funds from his account, but he's still at $500, and that's still really good. I'm really happy with that. We aren't putting any money into the kids' savings, with the exception, like, for them at the moment, because I am trying to focus on more of our debt pay down, and then as well as funding some of our other things. So far, really great with online savings. Yes, we did have some changes, but we've also had some other, really positive changes. So I'm feeling really good with where our accounts are sitting. And as soon as we kind of get that debt pay down, we are going to start really diving into our house and emergency savings so that we can get prepared for purchasing, hopefully, the land and home we live in, and then potentially looking to build on the land, because we are going to need more space eventually. So, and we just don't have the space right now. So that is where those are sitting. Next, we are going to dive into, let me scoochy these up here. We are going to dive into my cash envelopes. And these are all of our March balances. I did not put the first year, but we saw the first year. All of these start basically at zero. The new one you'll see down here is challenges. I am not going to count all of that, but I'm going to give it, I'm pretty sure we're at like 200 in that right now. So that's what we're going to leave that at. But we know that family photos is fully funded at $500, which I am so excited for. We do know that tattoo is at zero, but we did have it at a total of $350, and we spent it. And then we did have some extra, and we put it into our savings challenges, which is nice. Family fun is currently here. We'll pull the binder out. I'm just gonna read my trackers. Hopefully I updated these. You know what? I don't think I updated them from my last cash stuffing. All right, hang on, guys. All right, friends, I finally went in and fixed what I needed to fix. So I had to update all of my trackers, and I was not about to have you sit through me doing that. So where we left off. So family photos fully funded at $500. Tattoo is at zero, but we did fully fund that at $350, which is awesome. Okay, so that brings us next to family fun, and I'm just going to look through at my trackers here. So family fun is now sitting at 70, which is a positive change. Date night is sitting at 45, and that is a negative change, but we did use it, which is so important. And we're going to look at anniversary. Anniversary does have a positive change, but it did have some money come out. So right now, anniversary is sitting at 110. We were up to 135, and then Cody used some money to purchase part of my gift. He says he's making me something, which I'm very excited about. I need to figure out what he wants. I have no idea what he wants. Gifts did take a pretty significant change from the last time, because last time I did this, my sinking funds update, I was prepping for my best friend's baby shower, so there was a plethora of funds in here. Right now, we don't have anything in there because we have no immediate need for gifts. So at the moment, gifts is sitting at 16. Still good. We're just slowly putting money away into that one. Chickens, which again is like a revolving sinking fund. It's when we put in and take from all the time. It was sitting at 65. It is now at 54. And then garden is at 10. And I know for a fact that is a negative change. But we did use it all. That's the important thing, I think, when looking at these. So this sinking funds update, yeah, it's going to be different, but we use them for the things they were designed for. Now, this next one, our end of the world envelope. We did not use that for what it intentionally is for. Technically, it's my husband's envelope. It's one of those where it's like if he wants to buy, like, I'm not even gonna like go into it, but basically I made it for him, and he did end up using it on things for like a long-term garden. But this one is sitting at 0. We will start to stuff it again soon. So that one looks like a lot of red, but the thing is it's all stuff we saved for to be used kind of thing. So that's why it's there. I don't see this as a bad thing. I see this as, wow, I had the money. We were able to use it to buy the things we wanted. Next, we're going to dive into our holiday binder. And this one, I am going to speed you up because I'm just going to add up my trackers. So I will speed you through this. Okay, so our holiday sinking funds is sitting at 400 even. Heck yeah, look at me go. 400 even, which is not that much of a change, which is highly impressive because I am filming this after we have spent our funds for the 4th of July, which was, I had saved up 150 and we only have $5 left over, which is what it was there for. We bought fireworks. Claire's very excited. She got something called a princess sword. Who knows what the heck it does? We have not read the instructions yet, but that's what those are there for. That's why I started this. I just feel really happy that we are on track with that. Birthdays is sitting at 0. We are no longer stuffing that because we are doing challenges for birthdays. But again, I had enough money to not only be able to let my husband purchase me a gift and the kids, but also to go out and do a little bit of shopping for myself, which I really wanted to do. So that then brings us to our travel binder, which we will add this one up. And this one I know is going to be a negative change because we had been really hitting it hard to save up for our Utah trip. And we went to Utah. We had a great time. And now we're not really stuffing this because we are going to do savings challenge to then dump into our travel binder. So I'll speed you through while I add this one up too. Okay, so our travel envelope binder is sitting at 230. Again, we know this. I'm going to repeat it, but we had the money and it was there for it. So I'm really happy with how this is. Yes, it is less, but that's okay. That is a-okay in my mind. So then we're going to go into my personal binder. First up is nails. And I think I'm going to redo how I keep track of all these. I want to I think I might separate each page out come quarter 3. We will see. But nails is going to be a positive change. That's at 60. Shopping is a whopping 0. I spent my $5. Cool Mom is a positive change. We're at 30. And I don't know that I want to keep this envelope. I've really been looking through my envelopes and thinking, okay, I want to kind of change these up. So we might move Cool Mom into like our family fun. I haven't really decided yet, but that's definitely something that we are I'm considering. I have this itch to kind of revamp things and redo things and consolidate and make them more functional. So we'll see. We wear pink, which is our clothing envelope for me. We are at $25. I do need to put money into this to pay for the kids' shoes. They both need new shoes for family photos. Well, I need to pay myself back for shoes that I purchased for family photos. I did go to Marshall's and I found some. So I need like $15 more in there to pay myself back. Then we go into Girls Night Out. Girls Night Out is sitting at 0 because I've used that multiple times, which I have loved. I've been able to go not only to brunch with my friends, but also I used it for funds to go out to Shania Twain. So that was fun. And then we jump into It's About Me, which is for my hair. And that one is sitting at $231. And that will be spent here in the next week. And then my challenges, which is new and I'm not fully keeping track of, but because it is new, I'm pretty sure there's like we're going to say 200 in there at the moment. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to zoom you out and we're going to add this up and see what we're looking like. All right, friends. So our total currently in savings is $8,651, which is really awesome. So yes, there's a negative change from quarter one to quarter two, and that is a negative change of $815. But like 350 of that was me paying for my tattoo, and then another 150 of that was for the 4th of July, and 100 of it was my birthday. So like I've said, the whole idea of having these funds is to be able to spend them on what you've saved them for. I feel really blessed that we have been able to not only save money, but be able to fund things that really are important to us without adding exorbitant amounts of debt. Now I will say, are we still in debt? Yes, of course. Is our credit card debt any better? Not exactly. We're working on it. And I will be filming my debt update, which you will see this coming week. It's not my favorite video I want to make, but it definitely is eye-opening, and that's why we keep track. So anyway, quarter two sinking fund update. We are sitting at 8,651. I know that this will just continue to go up because we're hitting the second half of the year where we don't have a whole lot going on. So I'm very proud of us that we've been able to do the things we have and have the funds and really just enjoy life while being on a single income, but while also paying down our debt. So I'm going to stop rambling. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and being here for our second quarterly update. Leave me a comment down below telling me what your next quarter three goal is, whatever that goal may be. I'd really love to hear it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to come and hang out with us in my little corner of the internet. And until next time, remember to spread kindness like glitter, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.